Hello everyone, welcome to Competitive Academia. This is the third part in the series of MCQs with detailed explanation from modern history spectrum. So let's start it. The first question is, the Treaty of Allahabad was concluded between Robert Clive and. So this question has been mentioned in first part of modern spectrum, and the option in this statement was wrong. So this is a correction question. Here the correct answer is option A. It was concluded. There were two treaties of Allahabad. The first one was concluded with Nawab Suja-ud-Dawla and second one was with Shah Alam II. So let's begin our session. The Banga Bhasha Prakashika Sabha was formed in. You can pause the video and take the correct answer. We'll move it fast. Here the correct answer is option B, 1836. It was formed by the associates of Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Here the question can also come as Banga Bhasha Prakashika Sabha is associated with which of the following? So there the correct option would be Raja Ram Mohan Roy. The second question is, the East India Company, the East India Association was founded by. Here the correct answer is option B, Dadabhai Naorozi. It was formed in London in 1866 to discuss the Indian questions and influence public in England to promote Indian welfare. Dadabhai Naorozi is known as the Grand Old Man of India. The next question is, you have to match the following institution with their founders. The correct answer is option C. Indian League was formed by Shishir Kumar Ghosh. Indian Association of Calcutta was formed by Surendra Nath Banerjee, and Pune Sarvajanik Sabha by M.G. Ranade. Indian League was formed in the year 1875. Indian Association of Calcutta was formed in 1876 by Surendra Nath Banerjee and Anand Mohan Bose. Very important to remember, Anand Mohan Bose. So let's move to the next question. The Bombay Presidency Association was started by. The correct answer is option B. It was started by Badruddin Tyabji, Firoz Shah Mehta, K.T. Tilang. So this Bombay Presidency Association was formed in the year 1885. Madras Mahajan Sabha was formed in 1884 and B. Subramaniam Iyer was associated with Madras Mahajan Sabha. I think that's clear. I'll repeat it again. Bombay Presidency Association was formed in 1885 and the founders were Badruddin Tyabji, Firoz Shah Mehta and K.T. Tilang. On the other hand, Madras Mahajan Sabha, which was formed in 1884, had B. Subramaniam Iyer as its member. So let's move forward. We'll come to know about Madras Mahajan Sabha in the coming slides. You have to arrange the institution in terms of their foundation. Here the correct answer is option D. First, Zamindari Association was formed in 1836. East India Association was formed in 1866. Madras Mahajan Sabha was formed in 1884, as we have already mentioned, and India League was formed in 1874. So we have 1, 2, 4 and then 3. Zamindari Association followed by East India Association, then India League, and then Madras Mahajan Sabha. The chronology of important institutions is very important for us. We have to remember the years. It is expected from the aspirants to remember the year of the institutions. Moving forward to the next slide. The first session of INC was presided by a very easy and a very known question. Here the correct answer is Umesh Chandra Chatterjee. So, Badruddin Tyabji was the first Muslim president. This has been asked in previous year question of UPSC. You have to remember the name. All the state PCS are moving towards the pattern which is followed by UPSC. So please be very careful with this. We have then Annie Besant. Annie Besant was the first women president. Mind you, there are two things. First women president was Annie Besant. But first Indian woman president was Sarojini Naidu. Sarojini Naidu. And George Yule was the first English president or non-Indian president, we can say. Alright, Badruddin Tyabji, the first Muslim president, Annie Besant, the first women president, George Yule, the first non-Indian president. The second question is, safety valve theory is associated with which of the following Governor General? The correct answer is option A. Lord Dufferin is associated with the formation of INC. When the formation of INC took place, there was a theory that A.O. Hume formed with the idea that it would prove to be a safety valve for realizing the growing discontent of Indians. This statement was, this word, that safety valve theory, was used by Lala Lajpat Rai. On the other hand, we also have another theory that is known as conspiracy theory. Conspiracy theory was given by R.P. Dutt. Alright, we are moving to the next slide then. The next question is, which of the following were the moderate leaders? Here the correct answer is option C. Firoz Shah Mehta, Dadabhai Naorozi, S.N. Banerjee were some of the moderate leaders, also known as Naram Dal. Lala Lajpat Rai, Bipin Chandra Pal and Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Lal Bal Pal, were associated with the extremist facto. So they were known as Garam Dal. The next question is, the proclamation of Swadeshi movement took place on 7th August 1905. Swadeshi was proclaimed in a massive meeting held at Calcutta. On 16 October 1905, the partition of Bengal finally came into existence, and it was a day of mourning. People bathed in the Ganga and walked barefooted, singing Bande Mataram and Amar Sonar Bangla, which is a national song of Bangladesh. Curzon is associated with the partition of Bengal. The next question is, you have to match the sessions with their president. Here the correct answer is option A. Dadabhai Naorozi is associated with the Calcutta session held in 1906. G.K. Gokhale is associated with Banaras session held in 1905. A.C. Majumdar, Ambika Charan Majumdar is associated with the Lucknow session held in 1916, and Abul Kalam Azad with Delhi. Lucknow Pact is known for uniting the moderates and extremists who broke up during the Surat session in 1907. And Banaras session of 1905 resolved to condemn the partition of Bengal and reactionary policies of Curzon. It was to support the Swadeshi movement. Moving on to the next slide. The partition of Bengal was annulled in the year 1911. Lord Hardinge was associated with annulling the partition of Bengal. It was announced during the coronation of George V at Delhi Darbar of 1911. It came into effect from April 1912, and Lord Carmichael was the first Governor General of United Bengal. This is also to remember. The next question is, the Surat split occurred in the year, it was during 1907. It was victory of divide and rule policy of British. The moderates wanted Rasbihari Ghosh as the president and the extremists wanted Lala Lajpat Rai and Tilak as the president. However, the president chosen was Rasbihari Ghosh. The next question is, the Simla deputation of 1906 was led by, here the correct answer is option B, Aga Khan. Aga Khan met Lord Minto and demanded separate electorates for the Muslims and representation in excess of their numerical strength in view of the defense of the empire. Alright, so we'll move to the next question. The Muslim League was formed by, Nawab Salimullah of Dhaka in association with Mohsinul Mulk, Waqarul Mulk in December 1906. Muslim League intended to preach loyalty to the empire and keep the Muslim intelligentsia away from the Congress. The next question is, who among the following has been called as father of Indian unrest? A very important, a very common question. It is Lala Lajpat Rai, and the term has been used by Valentin Shirol, father of Indian unrest. The next question is, the Anushilan Samiti at Calcutta was founded by, the correct answer is Pramotha Mittar. Pramotha Mittar. Kadambini Ganguly was the first woman graduate in the year 1890. She became the graduate from the Calcutta University. Gyanendra Basu was also associated with Anushilan Samiti, but not at Calcutta, at Midnapur. Alright. And Anand Mohan Bose is associated with Madras Mahajan Sabha. The next question is, the Alipur conspiracy is associated with, here the correct answer is option B. Alipur conspiracy is associated with Ghosh brothers, Aurobindo and Barinder Ghosh. Prafulla Chaki and Khudiram Bose, they threw a bomb at a carriage supposed to be carrying Kingsford in Muzaffarnagar. Basant Kumar Vishwas and Amir Chand is associated with Delhi conspiracy. And Bipin Chandra Pal, Lala Lajpat Rai, we know Lal Bal Pal. The next question is, who brought up the weekly Yugantar? It is Barinder Kumar Ghosh and Bhupendra Nath Datta in 1906. Barinder Kumar Ghosh and Bhupendra Nath Datta. The next question is, the Lex Loci Act of 1850 was related to which of the following? Here the correct answer is option D, right of Christians convert to inherit ancestral property. If we see option number C, preventive indefinite detention, incarceration without trial and judicial review. This one is associated with Rowlatt Act, also known as Black Act. We'll have a number of questions in association with Rowlatt Act will come in the coming slide. Trial of Europeans by European judges only is associated with Ilbert Bill. Ilbert Bill. And the first statement is vague. There was no such law relating to right to keep arms by Indian. The next question is, the extremist organization Anjuman-e-Mohsibin Watan was started by. Here the correct answer is option B, Ajit Singh. He was the uncle of Bhagat Singh and he brought out the journal Bharat Mata. Bharat Mata. The next slide. Ramosi peasant force was led by which of the following? Here the correct answer is option A, Vasudev Balwan Phadke. It was the first of the revolutionary activities in Maharashtra in 1879, which aimed to get rid the country of the British by instigating an armed revolt. Moving on to the next question. Savarkar brothers were associated with which of the following? They were associated with both Mitra Mela and Abhinav Bharat. Mitra Mela was a secret society formed in 1899. It merged with Abhinav Bharat in 1904. The next question is, India Home Rule Society was started in 1905 by. It was started by Shyamji Krishna Verma. Now Shyamji Krishna Verma is also associated with Indian sociologist. We have seen this question in the first video. First or second video, but we have seen this question there. Madan Lal Dhingra, he assassinated Curzon Vile in 1909. Lala Hardayal was associated with Gadar movement. The next question is, the Gadar party was formed of which of the following members? Here the correct answer is option C, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Bhagwan Singh, Lala Hardayal, Kartar Singh Sarabha, Bhai Parmanand. Then we had Barkatullah. We had Ramchandra. All these were associated with the Gadar party. Their plans were encouraged by the Komgata Maru incident, a very important incident. And Komgata Maru was the name of a ship which carried around 370 passengers from Singapore to Vancouver. They were turned down by the Canadian authority. The ship finally reached Calcutta and there 22 people died due to clash with the British authorities at Bhuj Bhuj. So let's move to the next question. The Berlin Committee for Indian Independence was formed in 1908 by. Here the correct answer is option A, Virendranath Chattopadhyay along with Bhupendranath Datta. The Berlin Committee was aimed to promote the cause of Indian independence. We'll see about Jamadar Chishti Khan and Subedar Daud Khan in the next question only. The Zimmermann Plan was associated with. The correct answer is Hindu-German conspiracy against British Raj during the First World War. It was also known as Hindu-German conspiracy. Now, Zimmermann Plan was associated with series of plans between 1914 and 1917 by Indian nationalists to attempt pan-Indian rebellion against the British Raj. Mutiny in Singapore was a sort of scattered mutinies. It occurred on 15 Feb 1915, which took place by Jamadar Chishti Khan, Jamadar Abdul Ghani and Subedar Daud Khan. The next question is, Bara dacoity was organized by Dakka Anushilan under which of the following? Here the correct answer is option D, Puleen Das. Basant Kumar, Vishwas, Amir Chand, Awadh Bihari already discussed. They were associated with Delhi conspiracy. Here you can easily eliminate Delhi conspiracy. Ras Bihari Ghosh was also associated with this Bara dacoity, but he evaded the arrest and these were executed for their roles in the conspiracy. The next question is, Lieutenant Irest and Rand, the Plague Commissioner of Pune, were killed by the Chapekar brothers. The next question is, New India and Commonweal were launched by, it was launched by Annie Besant. Mahatma Gandhi has launched Young India and Indian Opinion. Jawaharlal Nehru we have Toward Freedom. It is his autobiography. Gandhiji's another work is Hind Swaraj. The next question is, the Home Rule League of Tilak was different from Besant because, here the correct answer is none, because both the statements A and B are wrong. Besant's league was formed in September 1916 and Tilak's league was formed in 1916. Tilak's league was formed earlier than Besant. Tilak's league was loosely organized, as the statement says, but this is wrong. His organization was a good organization. It was tightly held and it was organized only in Maharashtra and the adjoining places. However, Annie Besant's organization was spread all over India. The headquarters of Besant was at Madras. She also had George Arunadale as the organizing secretary, B.W. Vadia, C.P. Ramaswamy Iyer. And Tilak's league headquarters was located in Pune. The next question is, diarchy in the provinces were introduced by which of the following act? Diarchy in the provinces were introduced by Montague's Chelmsford Reform. It also brought up of, it was known as the most famously, it is known for its communal electorates, and it introduced system of class and communal electorates, which was further consolidated. Women were also given the right to vote. The legislature enjoyed freedom of speech. Alright, diarchy in the province were abolished by Government of India Act 1935, but it retained it in the center, in provinces. So you cannot expect straight questions. You have to see all the angles. That's why I'm describing it more clearly. The next question is, the special session of INC held in August 1918, which declared the Montague's Chelmsford Reform as unsatisfactory and disappointing, was. You can also make an idea of the INC session which was held near the Montague's Chelmsford Reform. It was presided by Hassan Imam. The next question is, Indian Opinion was started by which of the following? Indian Opinion was started by Mahatma Gandhi. As I already told you, Jawaharlal Nehru was associated with Glimpses of World History, Towards Freedom, Tryst with Destiny. Maulana Abul Kalam Azad was associated with Al-Hilal, and Maulana Muhammad Ali with Comrade. The next question is, who had requested Gandhiji to look into the problems of farmers during Champaran Satyagraha? It is Rajkumar Shukla. Along with Gandhiji, and other important personalities include Mahadev Desai, J.B. Kriplani, Rajendra Prasad, etc. The European planters had been forcing the peasant to grow indigo on 3/20 part of the land. This system was also known as Tin Kathya system. Now, Tin Kathya system is also very important to remember, and it can also come as in the form of a question. This Europeans, they started forcing for high rent and illegal dues from the peasants. The peasants were forced to pay high prices. The next question is, all right, one more point. These two people were also associated with Champaran Satyagraha. That is Rajendra Prasad, Narhari Parikh, Mazharul Haq. And I have already told you about J.B. Kriplani and Mahadev Desai. Persons are very important. These personalities are very important to remember. The next question is, which of the following event marks the first hunger strike by Gandhi? First hunger strike is marked by Ahmedabad milk mill strike. This took place in 1918. Champaran movement is the first civil disobedience movement. Ahmedabad mill strike took place under the leadership of Vallabhbhai Patel, Narhari Parikh, Mohan Lal Pandya and Ravi Shankar Vyas. They were also associated along with Gandhiji. The next question is, one more point I would like to mention about Ahmedabad mill strike. In 1918, Kheda faced severe drought due to which the crops failed. According to the revenue code, if the yield was less than 1/4 of the normal produce, the farmers were entitled to remission, and the governments, however, refused to pay the remission, and they maintained that no, property would be seized if taxes were not paid. So you can remember it in the form of a story also. This is very interesting. It took place in 1918. The next question is, Rabindranath Tagore gave up his knighthood in protest of which of the following events? It is Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Mahatma Gandhi also gave up his title he got during the Zulu War. Kesari Hind, he gave up his title Kesari Hind. If you know about Jallianwala Bagh massacre, you know that people in large number gathered at Jallianwala Bagh to protest against the arrest of Saifuddin Kichlu and Dr. Satyapal. Troops were immediately sent to quell the disturbance. The troops blocked the only exit point and opened fire on the unarmed crowd. The next question is, which of the following brigadier general were associated with the Jallianwala Bagh massacre? Here the correct answer is option B, General Dyer. The next question is, the Khilafat committee was formed under the leadership of which of the following? It was formed under the leadership of all of this: Ajmal Khan, Hasrat Mohani, Shaukat Ali, Muhammad Ali. They were also known as Ali brothers. Khilafat committee was formed in 1919 to force the British government to change its attitude towards Turkey. They demanded that two things: Khalifa's control over Muslim sacred places should be retained, and Khalifa should be left with sufficient territories after territorial arrangements. The next question is, the special session held at Calcutta took which of the following issues? Here the correct answer is option C. Approve non-cooperation programs and Swaraj to be established, boycott of foreign clothes and promote khadi, and boycott of schools and government offices. This special session was presided by Lala Lajpat Rai. The next question is, the Chauri Chaura incident occurred on, it took place on 5th Feb 1922. This incident is important. Chauri Chaura is a place in Gorakhpur. In this incident, 22 policemen were killed due to fire which torched the police station by a group of volunteers. The next question is, the goal of Congress became achievement of Swaraj through peaceful and legitimate means was passed in, it was passed in the Nagpur session of 1920, presided by V. Raghavacharya. V. Raghavacharya. Lucknow Pact 1916 is associated with unity among the moderates and the extremists. Bombay session 1885 was presided by Umesh Chandra Banerjee, the first president and the first session of INC. Calcutta session of 1886 was the second session and it was chaired by Dadabhai Naroji. Lucknow Pact was chaired by A.C. Majumdar, Ambika Charan Majumdar. The next question is, General O. Dyer was assassinated by, here the correct answer is option A, Udham Singh. Bhagat Singh is associated with the assassination of Saunders. Chapekar brothers with Rand, who was a Plaque Commissioner, and Madan Lal Dhingra with Curzon Willey, with the assassination of Curzon Willey, who was a British official. The next question is, the Congress Khilafat Swarajya Party was formed by, the correct answer is option A. Motilal Nehru was one of the secretaries and C.R. Das was the president. They formed part of the pro-changers. Now the Congress was split into two factions based upon ideology, no changers and the pro-changers. The no changers advocated concentrating on the constructive work and opposed council entry. They included Raja Gopalachari, Vallabhbhai Patel. On the other hand, the other faction was pro-changer, which advocated council entry. These pro-changers were also known as Swarajists. The next question is, which of the following was not the responsivist among Swarajists? The Swarajists again got divided into responsivist and non-responsivist. First, the Congress got divided into Swarajist and non-Swarajist, no changers and pro-changers. The pro-changers, the Swarajists, got divided into responsivist and non-responsivist. And here, an important thing to notice is, here not is asked, which of the following was not the responsivist? So the correct answer would be Motilal Nehru. Lala Lajpat Rai, Madan Mohan Malviya and N.C. Kelkar formed the part of responsivist group. They wanted that the group should cooperate with the government. The next question is, which of the following was the Speaker of the Central Legislative Assembly? Central Legislative Assembly, Vittalbhai J. Patel was elected as the Speaker of the Central Legislative Assembly in 1925. The next question is, you have to match the following. The correct answer is option A. Sachindra Sanyal is associated with Bandi Jeevan. Sarat Chandra Chatterjee is associated with Patthar Dabi. Rajendra Prasad is associated with India Divided. These are the books written by these great personalities. Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia was associated with Guilty Man of India's Partition. That's all from this question you need to remember. The next question is, the Hindustan Republican Association was formed by, It was formed by 1, 2 and 3. It was formed in 1924 in Kanpur. Chandrasekhar Azad was a part of, or he was one of the founders of Hindustan Socialist Republican Association. Chandrasekhar Azad and other younger revolutionaries led by socialist ideas set out to reorganize the Hindustan Republican Association. They met at Firozshah Kotla in Delhi in the year 1928. It also included Bhagwati Charan Vohra, Bhagat Singh, Shiv Varma, etc. The next question is, the police officer Saunders was assassinated by which of the following? The correct answer is option C, Bhagat Singh and Rajguru. The next question is, the bomb in the Central Legislative Assembly was thrown in response to? Here the correct answer is Public Safety and Trade Dispute Bill. It was thrown with an initiative to make the deaf hear. Bhagat Singh and Bhatukeshwar Dutt were associated with this throwing of bomb. Now this Public Safety and Trade Dispute Bill was aimed at curtailing civil liberties of common citizens in general and workers in particular. The last question is, which of the following were tried in the Lahore conspiracy case? The correct answer is Bhagat Singh, Rajguru and Sukhdev, 1, 2 and 3. They were executed on 23rd March 1931 and we observe that day as Martyrs' Day. So that's all from this video. We'll come up with some new set of questions in the next video. Till then, thank you for listening and like, share and subscribe.